Hey PMC fans, what's going on? I am Noah J. TRA, or the Rockin Aerodactyl, here joined by Jonah, coach of the Great Lakes Greninja. Wait, what? Wait, the Great Lake Greninjas. I do apologize for that. Welcome.
How's it going, guys? It's Iceolate here, and yeah.
Alrighty. So first off, welcome to Season 2 of the PMC. We're happy to have you.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited.
As am I. So before we begin, I'm going to begin every interview the way I like to, which is, how did you find the PMC?
Well, I'd say a few months back, Jay Specs, the owner of the league, he commented on one of my league battles, because I've done like a bunch of leagues in the past on my YouTube channel. So he commented on one of them. He's like, hey, do you want to join a league that we're in? Here, let me click. Do you want to join a league that I'm in? And I'm like, yeah, sure. When is it starting? And it ended up being a different league, but then a few weeks later he added me into the PMC, and yeah, here I am.
Alrighty. And what are your thoughts on the PMC?
Well, I think so far it's definitely the most professional and advanced league I've been in. All my other leagues in the past haven't really had YouTube channels or anything like that, so I'm definitely excited to work with other PokeTubers.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I do like how you mentioned the professionalism of the league. You know, JSpecs runs this very well, so, you know, shout outs to JSpecs
Yeah,
for running this very well and making sure everything gets done. So we talked. You mentioned your thoughts on the league, but what about the league format?
well, league format is, in my opinion, it's very special. Like it's different than just doing OU. I don't really, battle in different, the tiers like OU and UU and stuff. But league format is just more creative. You can do a lot more stuff with it. Like you can bring things that you wouldn't usually bring to a regular battle, and it can actually work. Like a pseudo-wudo, like just random things. You can, things can work that wouldn't usually work.
Yeah.
So I really like that it's inviting creativity, and that's why I've been doing
There's
it.
definitely a lot
So.
of creativity. You mentioned that how you found the league was JSpecs commented on one of your league battles. So I'm guessing you also mentioned that, you know, the PMC is one of the most professional out of all the leagues you've done. So I'm assuming that you've been in several leagues before here now.
Yeah, I've won
Oh.
two, and I've gotten to the playoffs in a few others, but yeah, this one's definitely. Yeah, I'm really excited to be able to join this.
Do you
one.
want to elaborate a little more on your past experience?
With like league format
Yeah,
battles?
with the other leagues.
Oh yeah. Well, a few of them didn't end up too well. Like I didn't do too well in others, but as we've you know, lately I've been doing pretty well. Like I said, I won two like in the past few months. I've been in like 7, I think, so far. And the first one I was in, like I was the owner of it, and I did win that one. No, actually, I've won 3 now. Never mind. Yeah, I've won 3. So yeah, I've been in a bunch of different ones, and I've met a bunch of different people that I wouldn't meet otherwise.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part about whether you're an analyst or a player. You get to meet a lot of cool people. I don't know why I said like that. I just messed up in the middle of that. But anyway, you do meet a lot of cool people, and that's my favorite part about being a part of the PMC is all the people I get to meet. That's why I love doing these interviews, because I get to meet cool. Man, I am just messing up today. I get to meet cool people such as yourself and other coaches. So this is great.
Yeah.
You mentioned that again. You won 3 leagues, I believe you said.
Yeah.
3.
3.
Wow. So you have definitely a lot of battle experience in league formatting. So obviously you know very skilled when it comes to league formatting. So what is your greatest strength when it comes to league formatting? League format battles, my bad.
Yeah. I'd say kind of, playing very smart, making good plays, I guess, and my overall battle strategy is usually balanced, and I like to cover my weaknesses well, so that like if I rarely go, bulky or offensive. I usually just go a little bit of bulk and a little bit of offense. So overall, I'd say that's worked for me so
Well,
far.
clearly, yeah. But let's look at the other side of the spectrum. What do you think is your greatest weakness when it comes to league format battles?
I'd say in the past I've definitely made, like I said that I think out my, I think out my moves, but sometimes I just go really like fast. I just click and move really quickly. Like I've only been in one other Wi-Fi battles, the other or Wi-Fi leagues. The other ones were on Showdown, but yeah, in the Wi-Fi one, I just clicked the move like after like 2 seconds, and I feel like I should probably slow down because nerves definitely get to me in like Wi-Fi battles over Showdown because Showdown's kind of like different in my opinion. But yeah, so I just kind of, in my opinion, I just gotta improve just slowing down and thinking about what my opponent could really do because I've made mistakes of just forgetting about something and what something can do. So,
Alrighty, so slow and steady wins the race then. Alright,
Definitely.
especially in the strategy games such as Pokemon. So you talked about you like to be well balanced and cover your weaknesses. So the draft is coming up pretty soon. I don't believe we have a date selected yet, but it's definitely coming up pretty soon. What do you think is? Do you have a plan going into the draft? Like a strategy you want to like try and use, or any Pokemon you want to get?
yeah, I'm not sure if I want to go too much into that because I've gotten sniped and I know what it feels like. So yeah, so every league I kind of like to do something different. I've used sticky webs. I've used Mega Metacham before, which really worked out. That's in one of the leagues I won. And yeah, I just like to use a bunch of different things. I actually made two different teams, like two different like drafts of 11 Pokemon. And the first one I liked, but the weaknesses weren't covered as much as I wanted. And so I decided to make a second one. I'm really liking the second one. And if I don't get sniped, I'm really gonna like my draft. So I've definitely put a lot of thought into it.
Alright, looking forward to seeing it if you don't get sniped, obviously.
Yeah, hopefully not.
So let's talk about another other Pokemon though. So you talked about you don't want to share because you don't get sniped, and that's awesome. Most people have said that. Well, here's what I don't mention anything, but here's an idea. But let's talk about Pokemon that I know you'll be able to mention. What, in your opinion, is the most overrated Pokemon in this format?
I guess I'd say like I don't know. That's hard because there's a lot of different things that are overpowered and stuff. So I'd say probably Azumarill. I have Azumarill in one league that I have so far, but it's just so good with the huge power. Everyone thinks that Belladrum's really good, but uh, it has a bunch of different potential and it has 3 good abilities. It isn't always just a hyper offense mon. It can also be bulkier. So yeah, and for Mega, I'd say as far as offensive, like Mega Charizard's just so overpowered. Like it's insane. Like people don't realize how much a Flare Boost hurts anything. So yeah, definitely those two are things that are really good powerhouses in League format.
So Azumarill and Charizard then. Fire and water. I was gonna say fire and ice, but that doesn't work in this scenario.
Yeah.
Alright, but let's look at the other side. What about the most underrated Pokemon?
I've put some thought into this, but I really think that things like support Pokemon like Excelgor, I think Excelgor could work extremely well because it's so fast, and while it's not the most powerful thing, it gets stuff like U-turn and spikes and stuff like that. Also, other things like Whimsicott. Whimsicott's really good because it can do so many things. It can just completely stop a setup sweeper.
Definitely.
It can really mess you up. Also, Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet's really scary.
Wobbuffet, yes. So, is it a punching bag? Like, what is Wobbuffet? Do you know?
Wobbuffet is it's got like you look at it and you see that its defense is like pretty bad, but its defense and special defense are pretty bad, but its HP stat is monstrous. Great. And because of that, Mirror Coat and Counter work extremely well with it. And if you have to prepare for it, because if you don't, it's going to tear you apart. Wobbuffet's really one of those things. It's just a pain in people's side because it's a lot more versatile.
And with Shadow Tag, you gotta face it.
Yeah. Basically, if you don't run Shed Shell, you gotta do something with it. So I think just having Mobfet on your team makes your opponent prep so much more
That
fun.
mentality. The battle before the battle. Alrighty. So you mentioned you've won 3 leagues and that you're expecting to do very well if you don't get sniped. Do you have any expectations for yourself going into this season?
I definitely think that I do want to make playoffs because that's something that I've done pretty much every time. I'm in a league right now. I'm 4-3, but I mean I guess that's decent. But yeah, I want to make the playoffs. If anything, then I know I'm probably not going to win it all, but that's obviously my goal. But my expectation is to at least make the playoffs. Yeah.
Alrighty. And again, you have mentioned before you've won you've won 3 leagues. You've made multiple times. You have made playoffs. So you definitely have a great whatever you're doing is working. So do you have any inspiration when it comes to your battle style or team building? Any like players or YouTubers you look up to?
Look up to I'd say Shady Penguin. I've watched him a lot. I've watched his videos a lot, and his team building videos, and yeah, it's just overall, taking time into it. I've been lacking on the team building end for a few battles now, but I think I really want to step that up. And I watch all the league battles that I can, just to get on team builder videos, just to get more insight, just build more, gain more knowledge basically, so that I can team build well and then battle even better to pick up wins hopefully.
Alrighty, well, I want to thank you for your time coming on to this interview. I know it is hard to schedule these things, so thank you for your time. Before you head out though and continue on with your day, I just have one more question.
Yeah.
Who will be our PMC Season 2 champion?
Me.
Alrighty.
That's it.
Alrighty. Well, guys, I thank you. I had the great pleasure of talking with our Season 2 champion. I'm looking forward to that. Seriously, though, thank you again for your time, and I do look forward to seeing you. I do hope you don't get sniped and that you are able to build this team you speak of, and I can't wait to see it in action.
Thanks, man.
And to you viewers at home that are watching these interviews, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying them. We're getting to know the coaches before the tournament. That way you guys can pick out who your favorite coach is and root for them down in the comment section. Hint, hint. Go down in the comment section and root for them. Also, guys, if you do want to support Jonah here, just, in the comments say, we're rooting for you, Jonah. We're here for you. Go win it all. And again, guys, I am Noah JTRA or the Rockin Aerodactyl. Thank you for watching. You have a blessed day and blessed week. And hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.